Hey everyone. So Loki's got some Whiskers wet food. I think it's turkey. I forgot to check what flavour it was. And he's also got some little bits of treats in there as well. We're not pulling it out onto the blanket, are we? It's staying in the bowl, isn't it? Don't know if the mic's picking up all the banging sounds coming from the neighbours upstairs, but Loki's actually ignoring them for a change, so that's good. I've actually had sometimes the past few days where I've actually had to put Loki on his harness and lead when the neighbours are being really noisy, because he'll have his food out like this, take a couple of bites, then hear some noise and run and hide for a bit, and obviously I'm trying to make sure that he's actually eating properly. And he picks hiding spots where it's actually just not possible to put his food bowls, so when he's doing that because of the noise from the neighbours, I have to make sure that he's not hiding. And we do keep contacting the letting agency about it. We're pretty much sending daily emails at the moment. We don't know if anything's actually being done about it, but at least we know that we're actually contacting them. But what we think we're going to do is, if it turns out that they have a long tenancy or they renew their tenancy and they're still being quite that loud, then we're going to end up just looking for somewhere else to live. Which wouldn't be a bad thing, because I think I've said in quite a few other videos and quite a few other streams, this place is somewhere that we moved into because one of our old housemates lost their job at short notice, so we couldn't all keep living in the same house share. So we took the first available place, and then we'd always been meaning to move to somewhere that was bigger, somewhere that had like a actual private garden area that we could set stuff up for Loki. The garden area here, because it's an apartment building, is actually shared with all the other apartments. We'd also like somewhere that's got better parking options, because there are... It's a building that's got 3 apartments in it, and it sort of has 3 parking spaces, but because of how they are, pretty much more than one is going to like block in anybody else parked, so it's really awkward, like if everybody in the building has a car and stuff. It can even be quite awkward just, you know, if people want to have guests. Oh, you done? I think you might be done, so he's saving those bits for later. But yeah, so like I was saying, I'll just finish what I was saying before I end his video. If it does turn out that we can't do anything about the noise and it constantly annoys Loki, we're actually just going to get a move on for finding a new place to live, because we could really do with somewhere bigger, somewhere with better garden, somewhere with better parking options, etc. So yeah, it won't be that bad. It's just we'd ideally have liked to have picked when we move based on us wanting to and finding the ideal place, rather than if we ended up doing it now, it would just be because we're finding the next slightly better place. I mean, you never know, we might find the ideal place while trying to find a slightly better place, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we can't keep having just this noise every day that upsets Loki. But yeah, as I said, we have been talking to the letting agency about it. We don't know what's being done about it yet, or if anything can be done about it yet, other than if the letting agency just install soundproofing, which they're not willing to do, and they haven't given us permission to do at our expense. So yeah, we're not sure what's going to happen with that, but we will keep you updated. And now you're just looking at Loki's food, so it's probably time to end this video. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and Loki will see you again tomorrow.